Hi everybody, it's Miss Rowe here. So today I'm going to show you how to make your sprite or character, like the cat, dance. So let's get started. So I'm using the scratch.mit.edu, which is the free online version. Obviously it will bring you up to this page first, and then if you click start creating, it'll take you to the main screen. Okay. So first things first, I'm just going to close that just to have a bit more room. So here is the sprite area, and here is our script area. That is where we're going to see him move. So first I am going to delete that. You can also right click and delete the sprite as well. But what I want to do is choose another sprite that can, dance for us. So there's a few on here. There's a Nina dance. There's quite a few actually. I think there is a cute dinosaur. Yes, a few dinosaurs that'll move. You can see there. Got a few things. And you could have various. You could have put all three on whilst we make this. So let's just do one for now, and then you can add your own versions. So I'm going to choose Anita Dance. You can see her there. I'm also going to put a backdrop in. So here we can add a backdrop. There's loads of theatres. There's you can put her in space, put her at a concert so she dances in front of everyone. That's what I'm going to do. So obviously you can see at the moment way too big. So there is a little thing on some that it says full screen control, but there's also a little part that you can shrink it. So you right click, you click on the person, or the sprite I should say, and then you can actually click a button on the desktop version. Looks a bit like that, and if you hover over the top of it, it lets you shrink. So, but for this one, what we're going to do is just go onto size. So let's make her 70. That should be big enough. Yeah, lovely. We can still see her, but she's going to do a bit of dancing. Right, okay, so we've got the sprite now and the backdrop. Now we need to make her move. So how do we do that? Right, well, first thing, we go onto events, like all my other videos. You can either click the space key, that's fine. This is our starter. So let's just use when the flag is clicked. From there, we want to go down to controls. And again, in the other videos when we did the repeat 10, we're going to do this forever. So she just continues to dance and the music plays as well. I'm going to choose next costume because I'll explain a little bit more in a moment. I'll do the code first and then explain why I've chosen next costume randomly. Controls. Wait. We need to wait. So, shows a costume, waits. Forever. Shows a costume and waits. I'll change that so she dances a bit quicker. You can have a little play on that though. You could put 3 seconds if you want. It's entirely up to you. This shows how creative you are whilst you're making this. Okay. Motion. Move 10 steps. For that one, I don't think we need that many. I'm just going to put 3. But you can have 10, obviously, depending which character you use. And last but not least, here in the blue section, or the motion section, if on edge, bounce. So when she's dancing, if she hits the side of the screen here, she'll bounce off and either go sideways or upside down. But obviously, in later videos, I'll show you how to change all that. We're just doing a nice simple code to make our sprites dance. Right. So, we're almost there. But what do you think we need? Well, she's dancing, so she needs music. So sounds there. You can see there's 2. We've got dance, celebrate, and then we've got dance magic. So let's listen to both. That's all right. Dance magic. I quite like that one. Yeah, I quite like that one. So we'll choose that. So I'll go into here again. So what happens is you go onto when flag is clicked and it will repeat this. So this is for the sprite there changing. So if you repeat this, so events, when flag is clicked, so it'll do it at the same time. And what we're going to do is we're going to play music until done. So let's just do that one. Yeah, I'll go for Dance Magic. I do like that one. Okay, so you've got your moving your dancer or your dinosaur or whatever you want to choose, and then we've got the sound. So when that is clicked, it does both at the same time. Okay. The reason I've chosen 0.5 seconds and to move 3 steps is because if we click on there, you'll see the different types. So you can see what she's going to do. So she is going to go full in dancing in this. But obviously you check if you choose the dinosaur or choose one of the other sprites, it might do something different. So you want it to give it, at least 1 second between. So let's go. Right, let's try this. So when flag is clicked, forever, which is the control, it goes into the next costume, which I've just shown you, for 0.5 seconds, moves 3 steps, and then if you're on the edge, it'll bounce. So I will play this now, and we'll check it out. The great thing about this is if you notice anything wrong, you just need to read your code again. That's all you need to do. Work out what have you done wrong slightly. Have you put too many seconds? Is it moving really slow because you put 10 seconds between each movement? Anyway, let's try this. 0.5 seconds between. So, obviously now we can add other sprites in. And we can obviously add as many as we want. So you give that a go. Obviously, that's our first little project. Give it a go. Add as many sprites as you like. Not too busy, but then you can change between. Next costume, you could put 1 second for one, or you could get them to move 10 steps. Yeah, it's that easy. So you can see her moving now. Okay. Fantastic. Right, good luck. Let me know how it goes. Post it on the homeschooling Facebook page. It'd be great to see some of your little projects.